Om Shanti. Being Om. This is the essence of our Gyan, Dharana, etc. Because every day Baba has to remind you are a soul separate from the body and maintain soul consciousness. Be detached from the body. So the journey in the early days started with Om. They used to chant Om. And nowadays, yogis and even Brahmins, those who are concerned about their health, they chant Om. And in the early days, everybody's name was like Om, Om Radhe, Om Baba, etc. So they were reminding again and again, I am a soul. Now we say, I, the soul, am peaceful, Om Shanti. So we took that journey, and I think Om to Om Shanti, it took at least 60 years. So I think let us go to the early days and all of us chant. That is deep breathing. It helps in the health. Om. 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 There is one benefit in coming late in Gyan, that we get refined knowledge. But the disadvantage is we are pushed into service very fast. In the early days, the dadis who came in 1937, they had 14 years for deep tapasya and self-service. At that time, there was no world service. They were given respective duties, but not giving Gyan to others. They had very few courses, and mostly whoever used to come, Baba, Mama, they used to attend. And they had lots of time to do tapasya. So they had good time being with Baba Mama, receiving direct Murli and practicing. So whilst we are here, we have to see that we take maximum benefit of Madhavan. First and foremost, check how far I am soul conscious. When I look at someone, do I remember that this is a soul? Or do I think of their name, form, role, etc.? Because Baba says, in the end, you have to be 24 hours soul conscious. So though this is the first lesson that we are learning, we have to see that we have perfected ourselves in that first lesson, and we are soul conscious all the time. And to experience that soul consciousness, Baba gave them various duties. Because otherwise, women, they used to think the heavy duty is to be done by male. Especially construction, driving, repairing the buses, and security duty. So, two sisters had to keep moving around the complex and having torch and stick in their hand and whistle, so that if there is any emergency, they can blow whistle and inform others. Which needs courage, isn't it? To look after security at night. The sisters need courage, fearlessness. And on the top of that, they had to shower together, so that there is no body consciousness. Because if they are showering together, naturally they are without clothes and they have to be soul conscious. So that was a practice on soul consciousness. And many times they used to tell each other, "Hey soul, hey Atman." So that lesson of soul consciousness was pakka. So that's what we had to see, how far our lesson on soul consciousness is pakka. Then they used to form a groups of, some were Murlidhar group. So they will discuss mornings Murli together, churn Murli, discuss Murli, and become expert in giving lecture. Some people used to prepare a group to have tapasya together. So they will sit in yoga bhatti for hours. giving drishti to each other. Some of them going in trance sometimes, because young Kumaris like Dadi Gulzar, they used to go in trance during yoga. So yoga, tapasya was performed, and naturally, when there is soul consciousness and yoga, the transformation of the sanskars is natural. And there was that full attention on dharana. And every night there used to be court. Mama and Baba used to listen to the complaint of people. Who gave sorrow to whom? Who got sorrow from whom? And naturally, they had to see amongst themselves, because everybody would be sitting, and somebody who had done wrong will have to listen what wrong they had done, whom they had given sorrow. And actually, if there was conflict between two, animosity, fight, then Mama would say, okay, now give drishti to each other and hug each other, so that there is friendship and love and not animosity. So though everybody came from different background, because though all of them were Sindhis from one town, because it started in Hyderabad and then they went to Karachi, but they were all Sindhis. But background was different. Some were from rich families, some from middle class, etc. So naturally, sanskars are different. But even having different sanskars, they could live together, work together, progress together. And 300 to 400 of them living together, especially in Karachi, because in Hyderabad it was small gathering. But when many people wanted to surrender and there was opposition from parents and society, they had to shift to Karachi. And in Karachi, there was accommodation for everybody together, food together, dresses everybody used to get from Yagya. So everybody was given similar treatment. And that's what surprised some of the sannyasis when they heard this story, that 300 women were staying together without fighting. Swami Shivacharya, very famous, who has ashram in Rishikesh. So Dadiji went there in 1954. So he asked Dadiji, how can your Brahma Baba keep so many ladies together? He tried to train 20 women to be sannyasi. And within 1 month he gave up because those women were having jealousy and fighting with each other and peacelessness. So he said, I don't want to train them anymore. Then he thought, let me have another group of educated ladies, because the first group was not so educated. So when he took another group of educated ladies, the result was same, fighting amongst each other and peacelessness, jealousy, etc. So he was surprised that Brahma Baba kept 300 women together for 14 years, not less. Because since 36 to 50, they stayed together. Only in 1950, after they came to Madhuban, Mount Abu, Baba started sending these sisters in different cities. So far, they were staying together. So this is the wonder of God, that all of them could stay together. The soul consciousness and spiritual love helps us to stay together. And that's what here also now you find. Everybody is from different culture, language, country, etc. But everybody lives with love, harmony, and whenever we conduct program, there is so much unity and helping each other. Because in Shantivan, for Baba's meeting, 20,000 people come. And there are about 500 surrendered brothers and sisters. The rest are Shivadharis and temporary for 1 week. Shivadharis from different regions come. They may be 5,000 or more. They are given different duties in Shantivar. Some working in kitchen, roti department, sabji department, security department, teaching department, transport, accommodation. So all departments are looked by those temporary sevadharis. And the functions are run very harmoniously. Everybody taking benefit, everybody enjoying vibration. Because though many Brahmins are fond of Gyan, Sarovar, Pandav Bhavan, etc., every complex has speciality. But Shantivan is not less peaceful. Because yesterday in one of the programs on TV, Suraj Bhai was mentioning that in what program, jurist program, magistrates, additional magistrate, etc. had come. So when they met Suraj Bhai in the morning, they asked where is breakfast and dining and this and that. So Suraj Bhai directed them. Again they met at lunch after 4 or 5 hours. And they were chatting. So Suraj Bhai asked their introduction and they say, we are magistrates. And magistrates from South India, no, all VIP, they will be very simple. So he didn't know that they are magistrates, but when they introduced, he came to know they are magistrates. And they said that in the morning when we came, we were stressed. But in 4 hours, without even attending any classes, they say we are so peaceful. We are enjoying this atmosphere. So the thing is, Brahmins, wherever they are creating that atmosphere, powerful, peaceful, loveful, and people feel. And they said, this is like heaven, wherever they are, whether in Gyan Sarovar or in Shantivan. This is like a heaven, such a peaceful place. So the thing is, our journey from Om to Om Shanti is progressing, but we are not progressing so fast as the time is progressing. Anything can happen suddenly, we know. People die like that within days or within hours. One day they are enjoying wedding, dances, etc. Next day they collapse, die. Heart attack, sudden heart attack, massive heart attack. So the thing is, we know, and Baba has warned us, that this is a year of completion. So we have to see whether I have reached that stage of completion and what I have to still achieve to become Bap Saman. Because the aim is to become Bap Saman. So I have to check whether my sanskars are Bap Saman. So Madhuban is land of tapasya and transformation. Even if you are here for 15 days, have deep aim. Check yourself. Which are your deep-rooted sanskar that you have to change? And start that transformation here. And have that determined aim that I want to achieve this thing, this quality. I have to get rid of this weakness or vice. So checking and changing. Also nowadays Baba is emphasizing a lot, not allowing waste thoughts, waste time, energy, wealth, relationship. So to keep on checking. Attention and checking will help me my transformation. It should start from today, and in this 7 days special bhakti that you are having, see that you have been progressing very fast, and that progress we have to continue wherever we go, because within 15 days all of you will go to your busy schedule. And Baba says, keep on working, Laukik job, Laukik business, Laukik family. Look after those things. But at the same time, all the time have awareness. I, the soul, have to reach my karmatit Bap Saman stage. That aim should be always there. At the same time, check what is blocking my deep meditation. Baba says, sometimes there are threads of attachment. Am I attached to any material things, friends, body, relations? Because if there is attachment, yoga will not be there. Because last lesson is completely detached and all the time in remembrance. So not all the time soul conscious only, but all the time Baba's remembrance. So when you go from here, you should find yourself completely transformed. And when you go there, your friends, relatives, Brahmins should say, oh, you have changed so much. You have become like an angel. So that practice of being bodyless stage, because soul consciousness, the second stage is bodyless stage. That stage also we have to practice now. Not only soul consciousness, but bodyless stage and seed stage. Because if we don't achieve this now, Baba says now or never. Whatever we have to achieve now. So the effort should be intense, not slack and say easy going, okay, I'll go along, I'm still new, let me take my time, I'm too busy, my body is not cooperating, or circumstances are like this. No excuses. Because if we keep on giving excuses, we can't be intense effort maker. So there should be flying stage. We should be so much detached and bodyless that we are flying all the time. Obstacles will come, problems will come, all sorts of situation will come. Because recently the nature is also creating havoc. Volcano, snowstorm, hail, etc. and lack of electricity in some of the cities for days. So all these problems will come. But I had to see, if I'm flying, those problems will be tiny. But if I'm just walking on the ground, the problems are very big. And that's where we have to see we remain obstacle free. We become conqueror of Maya, because the aim is to be conqueror of world. So unless we become here conqueror of Maya, completely viceless, we cannot be golden aged sovereigns, 16 celestial degrees completely viceless and all virtuous. So that aim should be very, very clear. And once we keep on moving with that fast effort, the world will change quickly, because Baba is waiting for us. Drama is waiting for us. Once we reach that final stage, destruction will start. Preparations are already there. China, Russia, North Korea, America, all are ready with atom bomb. Unfortunately, we are not ready. We haven't reached that stage. All of us may not come into the rosary of 8 or 108, but at least we need to prepare 900,000 to reach that golden aged beginning stage, 16 celestial degrees complete. So more we pay attention on the basic, because those soul consciousness is basic. And we know I am a soul. But that stage is not all the time. We are not soul conscious all the time. And that's where we have to see that we are having our firm foundation of Om. And then gradually we will reach Om Shanti stage, peaceful all the time. Peaceful amongst all problems, situation, obstacles, etc. Because ultimately we have to give those vibrations of peace to the whole world who are peaceless. United Nations will not give peace to the world, though their aim is that world becomes peaceful. But we know it's Baba and we children who are going to establish the land of peace, land of happiness, both peace and happiness. Where there is everything, health, wealth, happiness, prosperity, etc. So our aims should be really clear, and we should be moving at a fast speed in a direction to reach our destination, Mukti and Jivan Mukti. So we had to see that we are the junior compared to datis who have been 82 years in Gyan. But they have been a good example in front of us. So in NCCC retreat recently, we had yagya stories from various seniors. Ratnamohini Dadi shared her childhood days and how they reached that stage. Nirvar Bhai also shared the stories of his experience, how Brahma Baba, Mamma, Dadis, etc. helped him. And various seniors, Shiluben expressed her experience with Dadi Prakash Mani. I shared with Mama. So in NCCC, we had so many yagya stories, and they really enjoyed it because, as you know, we really enjoy the stories. So early days, they not only had good yoga and good soul conscious drishti, but they had fun also, going to beach, doing exercise, going to mountains, climb mountains, pick up fruits from mountains, forest, and picnics, because Prakash Mani Dadi also was many times taking us to picnic, Peace Park, and having games and fun over there. So Baba entertained them with dance, picnic, and variety food, because they learned cooking, preparing variety sweets. Baba had to invite specially one chef who was good in cooking sweets. So they learned from him all the sweet stories. So Baba trained them in all different ways. Gyan, yoga, dharana. And later on, after 50, when sisters were going out, he used to train them how to give lectures, give them points. So sisters had to expand those points. So that way, Baba trained them personally, Mama Baba, questioning. If there was any mistake, they would question. But so much love that BKs would easily follow Baba's direction. Whatever direction Baba will say, they will follow. Nothing difficult. So Baba helped them to become Master Almighty Authority, Shiv Shakti. Because otherwise women at that time were considered weak, scared, and uneducated, not intelligent, etc. But Baba empowered them, encouraged them, and those potential qualities women have, Baba helped them to develop, and hence at the moment we know Baba has so many Kumaris and mothers who are fully dedicated, and in India there are most programs in women's wing, so many members for women wing. I think there are about 4,000 members of women wings. And they do program all the time, everywhere in India. So the thing is, we can see how Baba empowered us and changed us. But now it's up to us to make those efforts. Those who have made efforts, they have reached their karmatit stage. But we need to, all of us, reach that stage. So keep on practicing Om all the time. Om Shanti. So let us have meditation until 7:30.